everybody. My name is Theodore Prawira Tampung, and my student number is 1221112333126. And today, we're from Group 3, are going to tell you about phonology, the sound patterns of language. What is phonetics and phonemics? Phonetics help to organize information on sound. A phonetics analysis of a heretofore unstudied language is an outside view, sometimes called an ethic view or approach. And what is phonemic? Phonemic is to determine what categories of sound are significant to native speaker. The linguist is now taking an insight or emic approach and attempting to derive the speaker's linguistic competence. And the next is minimal pairs and sets. A minimal pair is made up two forms such as word phrases sentences that contain the same number of sound segments. Minimal pair of vowel I and I. The example is sit and see. Minimal pair of consonant F and F and T. The example for F is free and T is tree. Minimal pair of initial consonant T and D. The example T is two and D is do. Minimal pair in final consonant K and G. The example K is back and G is back. A minimal set. A minimal set is made up of more than two forms, words, phrase, and sentence that differ meaning, contain the same number of sound segments, and display only one phonetic difference, which occurs at the same place in the form. Example: cat, pet, rat, bat, and fat.
Hi all, good morning. I'm Clerence, Zifa, Angelina, and I want to explain about naming the phoneme and broad and narrow transcription. It is the materials for naming the phoneme. What is phoneme? Phoneme is when you break a word into sound or the smallest unit of speech, distinguish one word or word element from another, as the element P in tap, which spreads that word from tap, tag, and ten. Phoneme based on spoken language and can be recorded with special symbols such as the International Phonetic Alphabet, and in transcription, linguists conventionally place phoneme symbols between /p. The term phoneme is usually limited to vowels and consonants, but some linguists expand its application to include phonologically relevant difference in pitch, stress, and rhythm. It is the example of phoneme, so it is the word P. It can be read P, PH, and P. And this is the word cat. It can be ch, a, t, and it's hakar to be hakka, hakka. So hakka, and it is cracker, ch, rakka, and it's touch, t, ch, t, ch, touch. Do you know that phonology studies the sounds of specific language, and sounds can be recorded and sound can be transcribed? So sound can be transcribed into two. There are broad transcript and narrow transcript. It is the IPA chart. The International Phonetic Alphabet (IPA) is a set of symbols that linguists use to describe the sounds of spoken language. And what is the definition of broad transcription and narrow transcription? Yeah, this is the definition. So, transcription divided into two. There are broad transcription and narrow transcription. And broad transcription means phonemic transcription shows the phonemes but not the allophones. And narrow transcription means transcribing the phonemes as well as the allophones.
Hello everyone, my name is Zhepryla, Devi, Tamara. I'm going to explain about a comparative example between Russian and English. You should notice the difference in pronunciation of these three variants of the sound. We can further refine our understanding of the distinction between the phonic and phonemic aspect of language with a comparative example. We will compare how various T sounds function in two languages. Say the word bread, pronouncing the T with the tip of the tongue against the upper lip. Now say the same word with the T form by touching the tip of the tongue to the upper phrase. Follow this by trying bread with the T form even further back in the mouth and the palate. In this last position, some people use more than the tip of the tongue, placing a greater surface of the tongue against the palate. However, you will perceive that you have said the same word. The variation in the sound are clearly insignificant in English. They do not contrast.
Hello, my name is Savira Martariza, Aldya Kautzar, with last three digits to the number 124. And I will tell you about distinctive feature. Distinctive feature can be thought of as a basic building block of the phoneme, or more specifically, any trait that distinguishes one phoneme from another. P can be phonemically distinguished from B by the single feature called voicing. B is voiced and P is not. Distinctive feature included voice or voicing. Voicing is in the addition of a feature to a consonant and therefore complication. The next one is sonorant. Frictionless continuance including vowels, glides, liquid, and nasals. The next one is the manner of articulation. Nasal, lateral, and continuant. Some distinctive features are based on place of articulation, such as tense versus lax, and reduced, exceptionally brief duration. The next slide will be continued to my friend. Thank you.
Alright, so good morning everyone. My name is Gupta Pranata, and today I want to tell you about natural classes and combined phonemes. So what is natural classes? A natural class is a subset of the total set of phonemes that shares a small number of phonetic features, which distinguish the class from other natural classes. Natural classes play a significant role in phonological regularities. One significant characteristic of a natural class is that the members of the class will appear in about the same context between words. Each member of a class will behave in approximately the same manner throughout the language. Because of these regularities, rules need to be written for each sound. Instead, we can postulate the rules for the entire natural class. What applies to one oral stop, for instance, often applies to all oral stops. The example of natural classes. The set of containing the sounds P, T, and K is a natural class of voiceless stop in American Standard English. And this class is one of the several other classes, including the voice stop, which is B, D, and G, voiceless fricatives, F, S, and H, sonorants, and vowels. And what is combining phonemes? So combining phonemes is the ability to hear the individual sound in a word, put the sounds together, and say the word that is made. So the examples of combining phonemes. For example, these sounds may be said to a student s, a, D. The student will say the word sand. The word head has three phonemes, which is H, R, and T. Well, okay, I think that's all for me. So thank you. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.